You won't believe that Walter White is a real person. The interesting thing is that the similarity is not limited to the name and form, but also the story.
That you did this for the family.
I did it for me.
In a rare incident of its kind, the American DEA arrested a 53-year-old man with a beard named Walter White in possession of a large amount of methamphetamine, and it is interesting that the similarity is not limited to the name and shape, but also to the story, as Walter White, he told the police that he wasn't always a drug dealer, but that once he started, he became addicted and couldn't stop. The funny thing is that the end of this man's career was a few months after the end of the famous series, especially in December of 2013, and the beginning of the end was after the development of dispute that broke out between him and his son Brandon White to an exchange of fire between them, and he was shot, which prompted the men of police investigating him. And on December 16 of the same year, a district judge in Billings, Montana sentenced him to more than 12 years in prison, 9 for the possession of methamphetamine with intent to trade, and 3.5 years for firearms. According to the DEA report, those who came with a search warrant to Mr. White's house found 2 pistols, $15,000 in cash, and 4 ounces of meth, which is equivalent to approximately 115 grams, but this amount does not compare to the large quantity, which weighs nearly a kilogram, which he previously distributed during the investigation period. But unlike the character Walter White in the famous series, this man was not a genius chemistry teacher.
Chemistry is the study of matter. I prefer to see it as the study of change, right? I mean, it's the constant, it's the cycle, it's solution, growth, then decay, then transformation. It is fascinating, really.
Who prepares the drug in his own laboratory, but rather obtains it from his partner Thomas Alfredo, a former convicted drug dealer who also received a sentence of 30 years in prison for conspiracy, of course. The 2 partners didn't go to prison alone. Several defendants have been convicted with them of distributing drugs within the country over the past year, which may mean they won't feel alone during their sentence. It is worth nothing that Walter White has expressed his remorse and pleaded guilty to possession of drugs with intent to trade and possession of the firearm as well. On the positive side, this man has outperformed the look-alike in the series in one thing. While White in the series died after celebrating his 52nd birthday in the final episode, the real Walter managed to stay alive until the 53, or maybe he is now 58 years old if he's still alive. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel The Whole to receive all the new videos.